So good morning, Perkins and Will. We're here at Haworth showroom for another episode of Framework. And so I'd like to introduce to you the CEO of Haworth, Franco.
Good morning, Perkins and Will. Franco Bianchi. How are you? I know many of you. This year is an exciting year. We have a great NeoCon. We just won Best of NeoCon, a couple of gold, a silver, and it's really about trying to find a balance between the workstation, the desk of yesterday, and the home and the world, the warm and inviting world of your home. And you will see a lot of investigation, a lot of innovation, a lot of thoughts around this in-between. The in-between are represented by OpenNest, which is the product designed by Patricio Chiola that won Best of Show. That in-between are represented by Harbor Lounge and Window Seat, product that won actually last year. And in between of the many solutions that we have within the Haworth collection, Cassina, Cappellini, Poltrona Frau brand that we represent. In addition, we will find great I believe quality in our wood solutions and under suite, and a new wall partition called Privati, which is already great success in the market. Again, thank you for taking the time. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Franco. Thanks for looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Check it. And with me now we have John Scott from Haworth. And you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm John Scott. I'm a workplace design strategist with Haworth. And I'll be your gray space specialist today, walking around with Steve and showing you a little bit about what we did with the showroom and also some new product highlights.
Great.
Want to get started?
Yes.
All right. We'll head over this way. Franco mentioned, this is our Best of Show winner. This is the OpenNest that was designed by Patricio Chiola for Haworth. So really what it consists of are these freestanding screens, these sofa pieces, tables, and then these convertible, what we call chick hoofs that flip from either a chair to an ottoman. So with this gives you now the ability to have smaller, informal spaces that brings the collaborative interaction out of a room into an open space. You can use the screens to divide up space. It's also a great way to sit and connect with your teammates, or maybe just sit and refresh and relax. And so this is one example of an informal collaborative space where we have another installation right behind us that's really more geared towards a team huddle. So it's made up of 9 screens versus the 3 that we just. So again, this gives us a great opportunity to have a quick, informal connection with a team. This is product that's going to be available starting in August, so we're really excited about that. This is what we're calling Phase 1 of OpenNest. Phase 2 is actually what we have on display here near the front. This is going to be ready in 2015. Phase 1 is looking at more of the loop, whereas Phase 1 is looking at more integration of technology into OpenNest, work surfaces, and it's geared more towards the individual. So these are great, small, little modular pods that you can set up and have individuals work out of. And then you can also leverage the Phase 1 OpenNest for larger group gatherings.
You know what I really love about the OpenNest is that it's a great design, but I thought about all the great little details as well, like all the great little accessories and things that really just, I think, take the product to the next level.
Absolutely.
Do you want to talk a little bit about some of those accessories?
Sure. What's great is you can hang a lot of these accessories right off of the screens themselves. You have the ability to hang bags and coats, everything that we are going to bring to work and store. All the management accessories, things that you may need day in and day out. It would also be great modular or pods for individuals who maybe are more of an agile, mobile work style. So coming and going, it gives them the opportunity to customize and tailor it and make it their own. So this is one great example of these smaller individual pods. We've got a couple of others here just on this side. So another good example of integrating the technology with the new Open Nest. This is again the phase 2 piece, but this is what we can expect in another year of how to start creating the ability to use technology informally and in a very open space.
So how is the power coming up through this? Is it right now just coming through a floor box up to the table?
Right.
But will that be the way the power technology will be handled, or will it be eventually woven into the system itself?
I think they're going to try to keep the wiring piece out away from the screens and just channel it up underneath of the base and use that as your way of managing and bringing that power up to the desktop. So then again, a couple of other opportunities here.
No, this is great.
Again, we're seeing a big, and I'm sure as you are, we're seeing a big shift away from more of the panel-based solutions to more open solutions that give people choice, give people the autonomy to decide when and where and how they want to do their work.
Right, one size does not fit all.
Right.
And even within one person, we all work many different ways, and we need different environments that support that.
So actually, right behind us here is another one of our new products this year. This one NeoCon Best Gold. This is Travati. So this is our new wall system. I'm sorry, Travati won silver. My bad. So Travati is our new glass wall demountable system that actually works with a tri-channel system. So you can actually have dual panes of glass in this channel, and you can put different types of materials in between the glass or leave it open, and this gives you greater acoustics than even what our regular enclosed modular walls give you. So this is the storefront appearance here that we have. We actually have bumped the showroom out this year and took back about 3,000 square feet that we were able to add back into our showroom this year. So this is all new storefront that we were able to add.
And later on, we'll see part of the Travati system that has the quilted upholstered panels on it. I think is really great. Something you don't really get to see out in the market. Oh, so here we have one of Haworth's friends.
This is our Phillips light wall that's incorporating the quad drop fabric. So it's using fabric and light to really create almost an energy, a change of atmosphere. So imagine this in a healthcare situation or environment, or even in the office space, to give people the ability to get away from what they're doing and sit and relax. Maybe do some individual work using the Harbor Work Lounge chairs here. But this is another kind of interesting piece that we're looking at partnering with and developing, what new solutions and ideas could we use this for.
Yeah, that's great.
Again, this year we're showcasing a number of different bluescape sessions here. This is a 3-screen solution that we have using, of course, the Open Nest solution here together. So this is really a great strategic lounge application where you could sit, brainstorm, develop conceptual ideas using bluescape, and have the ability to almost delineate yourself from what's going on in the rest of the open space.
So for our Perkins and Will friends in London and Shanghai and Dubai, does Haworth deal with bluescape in those markets as well?
Absolutely. It's a global product it's just a cloud-based collaborative tool. So you could be in London, Shanghai, Chicago, and all be working together on one session.
Great.
What's great is bluescape gives you virtually 160 square acres of space to work with. So it's really a tool that we see as an infinite collaborative space to use to develop ideas and see how that idea blossoms throughout the entire process.
I'm gonna go back to my area.
table and chair that's designed by Jasper Morrison. This is a great installation for those groups that are more of the collaborate culture, who are more about doing things together, more familial, and really enjoy sharing meals together, or just a very informal group gathering. It's really a beautiful solution in this stained ash, or you can have it painted white. Really nicely done. So when they're not occupying and leveraging this space, this could easily be turned into a group collaboration space. So this is using our suite product. This is Suite, which also won our gold award this year. What's nice is when that executive is traveling, you can use this to close and lock up their
So it's the ideal New York apartment.
There you go. Explains all the different features.
That's easy access files.
Yeah, so this can come in this like leather material or like a wool. So it can be very textural, very personalized to client. These are painted aluminum, so these can be customized to a lot of our colors. So we even have accent colors like red and green and blue to really put a punch of color in if you want. Back painted magnetic glass. That door is magnetic glass.
Oh.
We're just looking at how that dust pack comes out.
Next, we have a really good application for a master work style. Masters, we find, is individuals who work mostly alone on very strategic initiatives. So they're brainstorming, they're developing ideas, they're writing, designing. We need a lot of heads down focus to concentrate. This would be an ideal application to have to do some individual work, but then also be able to sit, strategize, and again, develop those ideas. And then there are times where those individuals may need to come together and share those ideas. So there's another great space next to do just that.
I leave the office for fairly week, so
again, we're looking at Suite, which is this table here in the center, which is height adjustable. So not every meeting needs to be a sitting meeting, so you can sit or sit and stand.
Great.
Then behind us is a nice executive lounge. This is what we call Grand Torino High Back. It's really quite stunning, using the leather, the hand-stitched leather with contrasting fabric. And bringing these together, again, starts to carve out and create a space to sit and collaborate.
It's beautiful.
This is part of the Patrono Frau piece again, along with a bob table, which is a leather wraps table as well. So together, it's a really nice complementary set.
And in Perkins, well, if you can see this, what you're seeing is this beautiful warm bronze finish metal coating on the base, with this nice, beautiful warm color on the tops.
Yeah, tu meraviglia.
She just got done with school.
Not yet. I don't know that we've ever done it. When I'm
And then this last piece is a nice, more modern executive office where you've got the Suite work wall along with some of the different product, the Lotus chair from Patrono Frau. So it gives you more of the traditional executive office space to spaces where individuals who might be needing more heads down focus, to individuals who may be traveling more and not in the office quite as much.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
that might be a better route. Oh, people are leaving.
global benching product solution. This is called Intuity. So this is something.
Formerly known as Affinity.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
So
now
for
we have this
folks in
global-
Brazil and Shanghai, this is readily available, and it's known as Affinity in those markets. Still correct?
Yes. Yep. And then using the Belong tools along with the panel rail in the center. So this is a good example of a project space, a project room, almost a crew work style that needs to come together and work on very tactical objectives. So we have workwear over to the left, and then of course the
Hoop tables.
way of capturing data and ideas on a writable surface to workwear, which allows you to share the screen 4 ways for individuals to connect and share data. And then of course we have again on this side another opportunity to present and connect.
And so you also provided personal lockers in here. So like I guess they're, a team comes together, they can put their stuff in the lockers and come and work together as a team.
You could almost embed yourselves in this space for a period of time and really work out of this one area. So these lockers, we'll take a walk over here to see one of the new enhancements of the X Series locker.
This is November.
Sorry. Could you just demonstrate real quick for our friends at Perkins and Will
Fine.
to what is our new enhancement here?
This is an enhancement to our X Series storage line.
Okay.
As people become more agile, they need a home base for their belongings. So everything that you would typically have at your workstation, you can have in here. So we have it many different options on it. You can configure the inside. The shelves can be adjustable. You have a drawer here to help organize the smaller objects that you'd have at your workstation. We have some accessory pouches that either can be inside the locker, they get affixed to the door.
Okay.
You can also take smaller versions of these and hang them over screens when you're in your benching applications. And we have them in our cubby lockers, which are up front.
Oh, that's nice. So just like what we saw with the Open Nest, there's this whole kind of thought about the accessories of the space to help support and make the spaces more useful. So is there anything, I know that at Perkins & Will we're doing a lot of projects with lockers. Are there any trends you're seeing with that, or what types? Sometimes we do ones that are 36-inch high, some are smaller, some are...
It really depends on what type of worker is going to be using those. So we're seeing that they're in different types of applications throughout the different spaces in a building. So for someone like this, if they're more of like a connector, someone that needs to have a little bit of reference material,
Right.
they'll want something bigger like this. And it's also geographical. Someone that needs their coats or their boots. And you just have to remember that might already have some of their work tools at their workstation. They might need just a stick smaller that we have up front.
Right.
So all you would really need to store is just your boots and your coat, and then you can go to your workstation with just completely set up for you.
We have a couple examples of some cubbies that I can show you as well. So this is one example of a larger locker. Can you just tell us real quick about the lock mechanism that's on there?
We're seeing the trend with combination locks, so you
Right.
don't have your standard key. This does come in both options. It's very simple to use. It's 111. And
Okay.
then just turn it again. This can also be used for people that are just coming in for the day. It's
Right.
really easy to clear this code and reset it with your personal code.
Oh, so you could link it to like a kiosk type piece where they could actually log in and check in, and then get the locker code and then use it at the lockers, correct?
If you think about like hotel rooms, like hotel room safe,
Right.
it's very similar to
Okay.
you just clear it and reset it to your dog's birthday or
Right.
whatever you need.
Great.
Thanks, Gail.
Thank you.
I'll take a couple other enhancements. Another new enhancement this year with X Series. Now we have the ability to lock individual lateral files.
Oh, great.
Again, if you have a team that's working together, now they can leverage this for more than just paper storage.
Right. So they could assign this. If they're an agile worker, they're not having an assigned workstation. They could actually come get one of these drawers and hold all their personal stuff and for like the week if they're there for a few days.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is another good example of just one of those mobile touchdowns. Like you need to come, sit, either connect or do some hands-down work, or simply get to your belongings. This is a great application for that. I want to show you some cubbies that are just on the other side of that pattern suite. With our larger bluescape theater, so this is a great application for, again, conceptual design, brainstorming, developing ideas on a much, much larger scale than what we saw earlier. These are some additional cubbies. Again, depending on the scale and size that's needed, you can scale it up, scale it down. These fit very nicely in group teaming, group spaces that need shared storage.
Great. So we want to go back and see the Travati wall?
Absolutely. It is. Again, another application for Travati is a number of different materials that can be placed inside of it. So you can have fabric panels inserted. Again, it could be single pane glass, dual pane glass. Again, that gives you that channel of being able to really sandwich different materials in. Last year, we had a lot of these wood screens that you see throughout the showroom. They were actually embedded inside the Travati last year.
So Perkins and Will, what you're seeing here is a beautiful quilted quadrat fabric. Do you know if this has any acoustic properties to it? I'm sure it does, but do you know if it gives any extra STC rating or?
It definitely would. Especially if it was between two panes of glass, it would give you extremely high STC ratings.
So what's nice about this is you could really create a wonderful environment that's textural and seamless. It can go from glass to fabric to panels very seamlessly. Yeah, if we give, yeah.
Okay, this is another good example of a cafe lounge using, again, displaying some of the different crown pieces here. So the whole idea, again, is bringing more of the technology to the users instead of making them go to a space, making it flexible and making it have dual purpose, not just supporting one way of working or one way of collaborating. So this would be a great place to connect with each other, socialize, enjoy beverages and food together, or to simply do some quiet heads-down focus work.
Great.
One last new chair. This is called the Ginger Ale. It's really nice. It's a very lightweight chair with a hard shell back, and then you have options of doing over 50 different colors of Patronafrau leather inside. So this again is called the Ginger Ale.
Right.
Great chair at a really great price for dining, for guest seating, and whatnot. So it gives you some scalability and how to use a higher brand type of seating solution.
Does it stack?
It does not stack.
That's a beautiful chair. And does the shell come in different colors as well?
I believe it does.
Oh, nice.
So for us at Haworth, I just want to thank you, Steve.
Thank you, John.
Your time, and I hope you have a great rest of NeoCon.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.